Okay, so my Minecraft launcher here has a little mistake in a name here. It says it's the wrong version of Minecraft. Yeah, let me go and just stream Persona 4 real quick, while I'm also trying to play Minecraft and Genshin. And I bought Hades to immediately play. Mario 3D World port's coming out next Friday. I'll just squeeze that in real quick. Someone wanted me to play Paladins. Easy. Dude, just quit your job. You don't need income. More time for gaming, obviously. It's the winning play. 24-hour streams for the next 2 months. Let's go. Persona games are long, too. Yeah. You can ask Boneless Bacon, how long did it take him of streams? Probably like a good month or two, and he like played every day almost. And I did that for Breath of the Wild. I can't do that for tons of games. It's like one game every like year or something like that. Okay. We got this thingy open. Let me show off some of the mods I have. So I added a bunch of client-side mods. Partially just because I was like, let's just look up some mods on the internet. So I have some dumb ones like Advancements Enlarger. This is a really important mod. I look at the advancements in Minecraft all of the time. We got, this is probably this is actually not really overpowered. This is the overpowered one. One is game info. It's basically it's just the debug info that everyone looks at, but abbreviated. It also converts to nether coordinates, which is kind of irrelevant on the server because of waystones, but still a nice option, I guess. The actual original reason I downloaded this is because in the screenshots, not here, but in the game binds, there was a bind for toggling auto jump, but it doesn't exist anymore. Sad. I have mouse wheelie, but I had that before. This is the real overpowered one, letting you switch to the right tool. Name pane, this one would be overpowered in the PvP arena. This one will turn people's names like darker red as they are more hurt. So if we're on a journey together, that's good. But if we're fighting, that's an advantage. Now I'll have to disable it. This is the real overpowered mod. Notes? So I already... Actually, what I'm gonna do today... One thing. Is I can take my notes for Minecraft that I have on Google Keep and put them in the game instead. I mean, I guess I could have already done it with books, but this isn't maybe like a slicker way to do it. I feel like, actually, I can probably just copy-paste. Just go ahead and do that. Get that in the clipboard. Nothing in the list there is anything I'm doing today, though. And I think, yeah, that's all the client-side stuff. There was this mod, this silly mod that just gives you like the red edges of the screen effect when you get damaged, but it doesn't work. You just download a client-side wall hacks mod. Okay. Rate this emote. Play Minecraft. You know, like, this works for channels that their brand is like for Minecraft. They're okay if like people are always saying play Minecraft. If you were like a Kurt, and this was a play TF2 emote, oh boy. Get that out of here. Now I'll just get wall hacks, actually. Hopefully I don't get VAC banned.
Calming says age. Itzern says age. FIRESTARW says age.
Okay. We got some people on the server. Oh! We also got some lag.
Calming says pog.
Pog lag. So I played a tiny bit, I guess not a tiny bit, I played Tuesday off stream. I did a decent bit of stuff. I guess the most major thing was that I got, let's see, how many, I got a ton of netherite scrap. So we can go ahead and just make some netherite ingots and convert all my armor real quick. Oh yeah, I also tried to put tinted on my armor. As you can see right here, there's just no tint, so I don't know what happened there. That's okay, though. Also, I guess I'll mention it. Someone did something with the storage room, that's all I'll say. I can make an aquarium, and I have 3 pufferfish to go in the aquarium. And someone revamped my workshop for me as well. I guess I'll take it. I got a free dragon anvil. I don't know who gave me a dragon anvil, but thanks for the dragon anvil. I will take it. Oh, okay. Someone also put a mending thing here. I'm not really sure why. They did. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the netherite made. And we can make 4 netherite ingots. That's the perfect amount for the armor. I think that's basically everything relevant converted to netherite. Are you on the suspect list? I mean, these could be 2 separate events. There's a chance it's actually just Aesop. Aesop's been pretty MIA on the server. It could have been anyone that was on the server still on Tuesday. Oh yeah, what happened is I got off to eat, and then I came back. And I got a free dragon anvil. This could have been here before, though. Cheeseburg did go to my base to get an enchanting book. He might have put these down. I'm gonna have to take down someone's... Oh. It's like, why isn't that working? I'm gonna have to take someone's, Oh, we get knockback resistance, too. Okay, maybe there is a reason to do netherite on armor. Maybe it's better on armor than a hoe. Tinted. What's up, Comet? Duck Game got a bug fix patch? I was just talking about... There we go.
Calvin says you... FIRESTARW says just had to deal with some fish.
Yo. I was just talking about earlier how
Calvin
there's so much gaming packed in. The Mario 3D World port's coming out next week.
Redby says hello.
So we'll see if I can squeeze in Duck Game at some point, maybe. So I never did get to play it. Never did play it again after Zach got it. Just maybe a big mistake. Yeah, what happened to the other anvil I had? That actually... Oh, man. That very tiny amount makes me kind of mad. I get that the person that put it down probably thought the dragon anvil was just a straight upgrade. But the anvil downstairs was just for aesthetics. That's okay, though. We can just let it be damaged for now. I'm too lazy to craft a new one. What's up, Kalma? We out here. We got full netherite. We got Duck Game. No Genshin today, actually. It's Duck Game. How did I have the anvil? I think it was like this. I could have this set up like this. I guess what I could do is actually put... Maybe put the mending table under one of these. That actually might look kind of good. Put it under... We'll put it under this barrel crate. There we go.
Red B says test. FIRESTARW says, is your internet still broke?
That works. And then the cartography table, I don't remember. I think it was here. Yeah, that looks better. I'm sorry whoever gave me the free dragon anvil. It's gotta go. Alright, so I could get more netherite. That would be useful. I mean, we could just get a netherite block to flex, but a silk touch netherite pickaxe would probably be the play.
Red B says, yeah, hopefully I will get an upgrade this year. Calming says, pog.
Alright, new internet upgrade? Hell yeah. Alright. Yeah, today... So my goal today in the server here is gonna be, since I'm not gonna play for as long, what I did Tuesday, other than get netherite, was I dug me a little mine shaft here. You know, the classic, what everyone does in their home, just dig straight down. I made it sort of a spiral shape so I can build a train, put a minecart up. And I happened to run into a cave system on the way down, like at the very bottom, which is pretty good. Oh, unlike that. You don't want to just jump down, that's not good. So I wonder what the full knockback resistance is like, dude. How's that work? Like, skeleton arrows just not push me anywhere anymore? So that would be kind of sick. Alright, let's get a crate. How do the crates work? Okay, so they're like mini shulker boxes. I just realized the other day I probably should be putting crates in my ender chest. I can't play like a noob as much as I want to. I gotta put some items in the chest here. I guess the lodestone compass can't go in the crate, because I can't look in the crate for my inventory, it looks like. I can put some stuff in the crate here, like the iron sword here. So that's only needed for the one thingy. I can put the drip in there. Actually, putting the drip by itself might be more useful. Fire resistance potions. So most of these are tools that I'll need on me. I guess I could put the hoe in here. Oh, for some reason I thought in Minecraft for a second. I'm like, there's construction in the road by your house. In Minecraft? Wait, what? I guess I can check people's houses out before I do construction in the game. Drilling in frozen dirt. Oh dang, you're getting a fiber upgrade. That sounds sick. I don't know who you had to talk into getting a fiber upgrade, but it's happened. That's all that matters. Okay, so we'll put these in the crate. So we can have a stack of ender pearls. Is that useful? What else should I put in my crate that goes in the ender chest? Oh, now I can see in it. That's cool. I feel like the armor and the tools, like, I don't necessarily want... I guess the silk touch pickaxe, actually, could go in the crate as well. So I can bring some wood and stuff with me. I can carry extra totems of undying. That actually would be the play, wouldn't it? I can always carry Brenda and shears. I guess there actually is a lot of utility, because you always have certain tools on you. Wait, what happened to my buckets? I had 2 buckets on me. Uh-oh. It didn't go in here. That's an interesting question. I have no idea where my 2 buckets went. Actually, I have 0 clue. Let me check somewhere. So I remember what I did with them. Oh, unless the game glitches out. Yeah, so what I did with the buckets is I made a lava bucket thing. I thought I just kept the buckets in my inventory, so that's kind of weird. Let me check somewhere. I guess I can check the bottom of the mine shaft I made. Oh, the buckets contain the fish. That's what happened to them. That makes sense. Okay, so I need to craft another bucket. There we go. I guess there's a lot of tool type stuff that I keep on me that I never need to not keep on me again. This is basically a tool crate. Even the fishing rod that has mending on it, I could keep in the crate, but I won't. Is there anything else that's useful? I guess scaffolding is probably useful in a crate. Honestly. There we go. A ton of tools in one spot. I guess we make another crate. I mean, I could be not a noob and use a shulker chest, but I'm saving going to the end until later, when the caves update comes out. We make it an acacia crate. I have excess acacia wood, so I might as well. We have a lot of crates. I mean, crates are kind of OP. You can build them pretty early. From exploring? Wait, like you made them? Or... Are there any acacia crates, though? I only want 2 crates in my ender chest, though. Want to keep it simple. I guess the bed can kind of go in there. I'm just trying to think of tools that I would want to keep on me. Maybe. Only maybe acacia. It's okay, I don't think I'll need any. I mean, the thing about crates, though, is you can craft them, like, at the very beginning of the game. You only need wood and iron. Like, you never have to worry about storage again. Like, in a world you just boot up. So it's pretty easy to get iron. I guess unless you spawn up on, like, a high mountain. It's the only time it's hard to get iron. So probably a good idea just to bring wood. In a chest. Crate. I already have cobble. I guess as I play, I'll figure out more stuff that's good to keep in crates, but that's good for now. Got a bunch of tools. Extra Totem of Undying, just to be OP. Pretty good. Alright, so I figured out how to play the game now. Oh yeah, I also changed my side mouse buttons to the last inventory slots. It's something I should have done a long time ago. I just now did that. Speaking of just now, like, weapon binds. Let me go to mods. I think it's only the notes mod. Oh, it's only the notes mod I really need to mess with. Everything else is kind of just in the game. I can press I, and it gives me, I guess it gives me light levels. That gives you the light level of what? What? I don't understand this light level thing. Lets you see light levels, biome, your speed, XYZ. I think it is better than looking at F3. Because this is just so cluttered. So much info. And the other things, if I press the letter N, I get to make a note. We can call this main. And then let me see if I can copy paste. Oh, okay, it worked. Seems like it's lagging, though. Yes. It kind of messed up. Alright. Tinted enchant. But now instead of going back and forth between the web browser, I can just go to the notes here and look at notes. So we have XYZ of a ravine. I could mess with the tinted enchant, but maybe I'll do that later. I can put tinted on all of my tools, because I did get 6 tinted books for the heck of it to put on my tools. Alright, but yeah, now I can look at all of this stuff. Oh wow, this looks pretty good, and then you're just here. Oh, you can pin it. That's kind of overpowered. You can pin it to your screen. Look at this. Like, I can just have my to-do list on the screen. Okay. I don't know about that. Oh no, I can't unpin it. The mod broke. Uh-oh. I just wanted to know what the heck the thingy did. Interesting, you can add your coordinates and your chunk. So if I copy chunk, what does that do? -4, 4, 28. Okay. That's kind of overpowered. You can just paste in coordinates. Okay. There we go, it's unpinned. That was weird. I think the button just doesn't respond to your presses. So it looks like it's not doing anything. Put the bow and a block on the mouse buttons. Dude, this is... Why didn't I change my weapon binds to be like this before? Alright, now that I'm all decked out, actually I have an idea. Oh, don't you need golden apples? Hold up. Got multiple things I want to do here. So before I forget, I want to try and get a mule for myself. If I can. This will be a quick trip. Then I'll check on people's houses. See if they have the drip. Oh, I about ran into the wall there. Of cactus. This is right next to spawn, so... Oh, there's a waystone that got moved. I wonder how more complete the arena is. Probably go ahead and claim it.
Death Arena has been discovered.
There we go. Oh, it's got a nice little middle pillar now with ice. Okay. The arena probably is complete. Or if anyone here knows.
FIREST.
It's like 99% done.
Death Arena complete now. Calming says no idea. Itzern says, yeah, I think so.
No, dude, Ren built all this.
Itzern says it's usable.
Kill. I'm not trying to kill today. I'm just trying to build a mine shaft. As you can see by the gameplay on screen right now. Watch the one of the donkeys not be here still. Oh, it is. Supposedly what you do. And there we go. We get a mule. Babby. What the? It's not what I wanted to do. So now we just gotta walk to spawn. Back home. We have a mule. Take it home with its parent. And I guess I'll see what the progress on the death arena is. Maybe some other things people may have built. Alright, we're almost there. So my home really isn't that far from spawn. I remember when I originally was playing, I thought my home was like 1,000,000 miles from spawn. Okay. I think we've made it. Figure out a way through the trees here. Pretty short walk. Alright, so now I will have a mule. I get to see what the difference between donkeys, mules, and horses are. Put the mule here. Horse here. There we go. Alright, just wanted to do that before I forgot, because there was a chance I would not remember. Alright, let's go to the death arena. Still have construction stuff. There's no hidden bed still. I feel like there should be respawn, but it's okay if there's not. There's nothing in the combatant chests yet. I could help, but I don't know what Cheeseburg has in mind. He basically completely took this over. Nothing from the original remains, except for maybe the shape. And he decided not to do an AND gate, which I feel like was a missed opportunity. He had to run redstone to this anyways. So he could have ran, like, a button here. Go underneath. I don't know how more complicated, like, a 4-way AND gate is. I guess that's the problem. It is possible with a lot of redstone stuff, you probably can set it up to where, like, you hit switches. To configure, like, if it's, you know, which sides have to ready up, but that's okay. I don't know. It's missing beds, it's missing a respawn point, and it's missing items. That's okay. I mean, all these are here. There's a bed here. So you just can't figure out what to do with those. Let's see what's going on here.
Calming says, do you guys have any andesite? Red B says yes.
Creep on the island here. Got a whole nother building here.
Calming says, Red B, I keep stealing your stuff. Red B says, I know. Calming says, stop offering, I feel bad. Calming says stop saying yes. Red B says one day I will take stuff from you. FIRESTARW says no. Calming says just lie to me. Calming says please.
Okay, there's actually...
says please. Calming says please.
There's no functionality I can see yet, but it could be a skeleton for something cool. You can't judge it yet. Oh! Unless I die. Okay. Ah! Where is Michael? Did Michael die? Michael died and Michael died. It's really a shame. Okay. Oh, there's Michael. The name tags just didn't show up. Michael 2. Perfect. No, Michael never died. I won't bring it up. Painful memories. Alright, I never saw your base, Red B. After... Wait. After Michael.
Red B says age. Calming says age. FIRESTARW says where is Pink?
It was just a mod pack. Resource
Red
pack.
B says texture pack.
Oh, that was my guess.
Calming says carrot. FIRESTARW says but Pink will. Red B says soon TM.
Alright. So, I'm a little disappointed. There's no Pink yet, but you gotta be patient. Wait. Oh, that's pretty good.
FIRESTARW says oh wow that slime is good. Red B says B. FIRESTARW says frog.
Killer frog.
FIRESTARW says I can actually see Cuddly Kitchen's base now lol. Red B says yeah lol.
I think the rendering distance buff is really good for the islands.
With her island.
Wow, yeah, I can see that far away. Michael. Oh, there's a whole glass tower. Alright, someone was gonna do an underwater build at some point. It's on everyone's mind, but only one person. You can think it, but you gotta actually do it. It's the glass tunnel. It actually looks pretty clean, like that. Simple. I see. Free loot. It's a cave. Oh, okay, there's... This is literally the mechanism down here. Yeah, almost died.
Red B says slime chunk.
Oh yeah, there's that ravine I was about to go into.
FIRESTARW says
No, you can just double jump out. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna keep it like this. I can't see anything, but... Wound up in the waterfall at the exact same time. As you can see, because of the mod, Red Bee's name is White, which means they are not dead. So I guess if I ever want to make a slime block trampoline or anything...
Red Bee says infinite slime drip. FIRESTARW says pug.
Okay. I don't even have to do anything. It's like, meanwhile, I've built, like, nothing. I mean, I have a little mine shaft. That's about it, though.
Red Bee says basement tour. FIRESTARW says
put some drip on the mine shaft, though. So first I want to explore the caves, and then I'll actually decorate it. Okay, this might be new.
FIRESTARW says Zig.
Okay, that wasn't Silk Touch, so... Oopsie.
Red Bee says find the button.
Do we have a secret button? What? Alright, this is the hardest puzzle in any game. I don't know if this being broke was a red herring or not. Oh.
FIRESTARW says very hidden.
Oh, I got squishied. Okay, I just wasn't paying attention. Was looking too much at the hole in the wall, and I just made a hole in the wall again. Okay, so they got moved into the house. That is a more convenient location. That's funny. Single size water thing. Oh, this is a
Red Bee
slab.
says don't fall on cactus or you die. Calming says that.
This is pretty huge. Today's episode of MTV Cribs. Michael C. Flowers. Oh! Well, I guess I'm getting my slime boots out now.
Red Bee says LMAO.
I was about to ask, so what happens if I fall down?
Red Bee says there is no way up. FIRESTARW says wrong.
Alright, just gotta slowly... We're doing it.
Red Bee says S. Red Bee says X. FIRESTARW says W. Calming says D.
Okay, so this is just a cactus farm.
Calming says this looks fucking stupid. Calming says freaking asterisk. FIRESTARW
The water tubes
says
look
what?
pretty sick, though.
Calming says me. Calming says might and base. FIRESTARW says OKOMW.
Alright, that's the Red Bee Base 2021 tour. We'll have to wait until the 2024 tour now. Oh my god. Minecraft factory construction. Oh, because you're using the bubbles. I'm like, how are you getting upward water? I see. It's okay, I'll just drown. Yeah, that one's a little tricky to see. A nice little furnace wall. Kiln, blast furnace. What's the other one? Smoker? Oh, that one's in the kitchen.
FIRESTARW says nice space. Calming says thanks. Redby says die.
Oh yeah, it's the fish.
Calming says oh yeah my waystone died. Calming says you need to get it back.
Well, it's about to be night, so I guess we'll see if anyone sleeps.
Redby says streamer missed a birdcage sag.
Nice, I'm not gonna let it down. Is that probably...
FIRESTARW
What's the other thing
says
down?
Lord.
Oh wait, what's with the chunks here? Is that just how Minecraft maps generate? Dang. Or is it just not up to date? Got the lamps. Oh, oops. Oh, okay, I'm just dead.
FIRESTARW says he heard me.
Alright, let's try to get the Kalma Waystone back. So we looked at Ren's vase, we looked at Redby's. So we need to go back to the old slime farm. So this is the closest one. And we have to find the exit. This is the hard part. I remember how to get out. I don't think it's this way. This might have been a bad waystone. Actually, oh yeah, the exit is this way. So that other way was just cave exploration.
Calming says hi. Redby says hi 3.
Okay, so there's all these old thingies that are broken. To make it to the surface now.
Redby says big.
Oh yeah, I'm going like completely the wrong way.
Calming says thanks.
There should be something right here. Like these stairs. Here we go. And I guess this whole area is kind of obsolete. There's a better slime farm. I think that ravine's been pretty exhausted. It was fun while it lasted, though. Alright, we get the view from here. Alright. I mean, it's under construction. I can't give it the final critique. Obviously, it still needs a bottom. Playing some Resident Evil 1. Is that like Minecraft? Isn't that... Oh yeah, I was looking at the eShop today and there were some of the Resident Evil games on Switch. They were just on sale. Obviously you need like a trillion billion... I see you don't necessarily need a trillion billion dirt. Just making like a natural looking bottom to a floating island is one of the hard parts. Let's see if we can make it up. Oh, easy.
Calma 2 has been discovered. FIRESTARW says large.
Alright, it's like the Wormbob Castle, but it's Kalma's, not Wormbob's. I could see how Wormbob's base is going too, actually. Alright, so this one still is very under construction. We can't judge it yet. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is still very under construction. You can see Cheeseburg's, that group's old base from here. I don't remember who else was in that house.
Calming says what? Calming says what do you want? Calming says carrot. FIRESTARW
Didn't this song play last time?
says
This one sounds, intro sounds
Calming
familiar.
says HM. FIRESTARW says McDonald's. Red B says I would eat MCCHICKN now.
Aesop is just an advertiser. Secretly, Aesop's profession is like a McDonald's manager.
Calming says come here I'm hungry.
Alright, we got some group building going on though. The dirt probably is for detail blocks. Watch out behind you.
Red B says don't eat me. Calming says too late. Calming says I'm eaten. Red B says D.
Yeah, there's just a lot to be done here. Alright, let's see what's going on in the worm base. I like how that this netherrack platform is just still here. It's just here. Not for any particular reason, it just is. Some free string.
Calming says or it.
Oh dude, he's got the emerald
Red B
beacon.
says it.
He actually did it. I guess Wormbob's castle was mostly done already. You see, he had the frame.
FIRESTARW says Emerald Beacon, wow.
Now, all of this was already set up. There's still a lot of empty space here. I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you do with some of these rooms? It's literally like Castle Wolfenstein. Doesn't seem like much has been done.
Calming says free asterisk. Red B says no swears. Calming says I don't have fireworks.
What's up, Aesop?
Calming says okay, you win fine.
What is part-time tilt? Is that a Minecraft clone?
Red B says.
Also, where's your base in this server? I'm critiquing everyone's base right now. One I can't critique because it's under construction. One is pretty good. This one is goodish, but kinda still under construction. Then mine is like kind of bottom tier, but that's okay. Alright, let's go back to my hill. Let's do some classic caving. Oh, unless I die. Like how... Oh yeah, I updated the resource pack. When is the next bee trip upgrade? Is that the most important thing to upgrade? What is there even to upgrade? The only thing I can think of is just like make it bigger. I mean, I guess I need to make it so I can actually harvest from this beehive. We can get more beehives from the wild with Silk Touch. I don't think there's much that can be done here. It just would have to be bigger. What else is there that's gold? Okay, I gotta go in the crafting table. I guess we can make it out of gold blocks. Espo. Now we could put gold blocks and lanterns around. That's the only extra drip I can think of. I don't think that would be worth it. That's okay. Yeah, I want to get drip in my house before I upgrade the bees. Oh yeah, I do need to harvest some honey, though. Speaking of bees... Because... I want to mess with some redstone piston door stuff, and you need honey blocks.
Redby says I would like to purchase 10 gold blocks.
I feel like... I still like the look of the honeycomb blocks, like... And also, if we make it 2 gold, then, like, the leaf roof doesn't make any sense. I don't know how I feel about upgrading it anymore. I guess if you put gold blocks and, like, honey blocks in, like, specific spots, in arrangements, it could look good. Those are my thoughts. String. Wasn't someone missing string before? You have eggs. I have an idea of what to do with the eggs, but I can't spoil it. At least not yet. Alright, let's get some more torches on me. So I guess before I go caving, I want to build a basic little minecart to get up and down. Minecart system. Need some stone. Probably actually need a lot of iron. Redstone torches. So I'll need to make a minecart. Alright, that's actually good enough. A minecart for me. Need a lot of rails. You get 16 from just one thing, though, which is pretty good. We need powered rail, which is made out of gold. Okay, there's another use for gold drip. Oh, that gives you 6. Wow. Okay. They really want to make sure you can build rails easily, huh? Do detector rails powered rails, like when you pass over them? I would need one on both sides, but I guess there's only one way to find out, right? We'll do a little test here. There we go. And then we'll put extra rail on both ends and a minecart. Oh, it does. Okay. That's like a sleek way of doing that. You just put detector rails down. But you need 2 detector rails for every powered rail. Which is a bit of a pain. So we can see if this is enough to do what I want to do. Do I have any buttons? I do. The golden iron drip away for now. I mean, does anyone else on this server even have rails? I mean, to be fair with waystones make everything else kind of irrelevant. You don't need anything else because waystones. I don't want to put a piston door of some sort here. I just don't know what kind yet. Okay. We only want 1 rail for now. So put it here. That works, yeah. Detector rail. Oh, but when it curves, it breaks. Oh, well, I might only have room for 1 rail, huh? Didn't really think of that. I didn't realize that would be the case. The curves would kind of destroy the rail track. Okay. I might not be able to do more of these like I thought. There we go.
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
Another powered rail. Is any of the ores that are right here not getting harvested? Oh, and powered rails cannot turn. Okay. But detector rails can. Wait. Can't they? No. They have to be in a straight line formation. This game is hard. Along the inside now. Here's some water flow here. Oh, it broke. Forgot about this. Like how it's just the same guy that makes all the music in the playlist. That's a good way to do it. Alright, hopefully this is enough rail power, otherwise, I'm a little screwed. Just a little, though. I guess you can chain powered rail together. I probably should do that more, huh? Right? Pretty sure that's how that works. I ran out of rail here, though. What? It didn't detect. Dude, why is this so hard? Pretty sure if I do it like this, it will work, though. Might have to give up on the minecart thing for now. Oh, the minecart's in the wrong spot. Oh, what? I just forgot to put a detector rail there, but this isn't gonna super work anyways. I wonder if I just forgot. Just power it the normal way. What's the normal way? I've never done it this way, though. I don't know if this is viable or not. Yeah, what I'm used to is just putting a redstone torch under the block, but... my theory here is that the... what? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. My theory is that the detector rail has to be on flat ground, which means this one won't work on the way down. It's like a test. If I push this down... oh, I just lost my minecart. I'm so confused. I don't have enough rails to do what I want to do, though. Either way. I need to get more of every category. I don't think this is gonna work. Though. We'll see. I want to get fancy. So I should have just kept the gold and iron on me. So we need... I guess we need one of every category. Activator rail? Is that just like redstone wire? Wait, what does activator rail do? Wait, is activator rail just a redstone torch? Oh man, I'm too noob. Dang it. I think I just trolled myself. Could have used activator rail. Oh no, that's not what activator rail does. Activation. Activator rail is a redstone mechanism that can be activated by adjacent power. Okay, so it ejects mobs from carts, hopper carts, primes TNT mine carts. So it's basically for like TNT mine cart systems. Okay, I did not troll myself. That's good. Okay, I think I have enough rail now. We'll see if the detector system works, but something tells me it's not. We're going down. So I need this to curve up, not like this. I mean, it could curve like this, but no. Detector rail. Regular, detector, powered, detector. I'm gonna keep the detectors on flat ground this time. Detector, powered. We'll just do a huge thing of powered. Mega speed boost, no biggie. Unfortunately, I'm out of detector rail now, and I still have a decent ways to go. No biggie, though. I just need a pressure plate. This time, I need iron. Okay, we'll try this now. We're running out of rail in general, though. I bet there could just be like an update for the rails in this game to make them better. Or like an utilized feature of the game. Or I guess untapped. Yeah, it's kind of the point of the pretzel rock system. You gotta have accreditation. It's only for live. I thought about it for a second. But you can put carts underwater? That's gonna be sick. You can hear some lava right here, too. So I have a pretty sick cave system, it sounds like. Okay, so this will be my little nether... Or not nether. Little underground cave base. Just do it like this for now. I guess what you could... I could keep it simple and just kind of make it like a cart retrieval thing. By just making it so the button activates both of the powered rails. The problem is you do have to connect those areas with redstone. I think it is possible, though. Where is my minecart, though? Alright, moment of truth. Was this even worth it? Show that one spot where we go flying. Going uphill is a lot tougher. No. We just need more powered rail up in here. I think I have the solution. Just because I don't trust... Just don't trust this. We'll have a triple here. Clearly that will be all that is needed. Yeah, this is a big section without any powered rail as well. We'll see if maybe that boost is enough. Hey, these triples really help. Okay, you need the triples, because you just run out of power. Okay, we don't necessarily need the detector rail to work from this direction. Might... Well, I mean, if I'm gonna redo it, might as well make it a triple. But then the detector rail... I guess... Dang it. I can't do that. I can add one more powered rail somewhere else here. Which I guess will be here. Hopefully it will work still on the way down. We could just ride the cart down. Make sure the button back works. So really the extra powered rail could go over here, because having a good initial speed boost would be the play. I mean, if this works, it works though. We just need a lot more doubles. This is pretty useful, though. Go ahead and dig out some on this side so I can have a little base area. This is basically the goal for today, is just to have a base. I guess not have this area mapped out a bit. Some extra lapis. Kind of weird, because there was lapis right next to this that I mined out. Get some wood out of this crate. Actually, we'll get a chest. Leave this alone. So I'm in my own base. Just need some more powered rails. I think the main thing is just there needs to be some spots with some powered rails. Okay, so over here is where you start losing speed. Like, one way to do this is... just put another one of these up. The detector rail goes here. This will be a weird setup, but it might work. Yeah, we put another powered rail here. It's like that should be enough speed to make it all the way back up. I wanted to make this a little more complex by having two minecarts, but I don't know about that. I want to check something. If I replace this one with a powered rail... okay. Let's check this then. Will it still roll into position, or will it get slowed down completely? No, it stops on that rail, so it doesn't really do you that much good. Now, also, pro tip, if you're sick of seeing the song accreditation from Pretzel Rocks, you can just, mute the bot. I think I'll put all the rails under redstone. How about no? Okay. Okay. I could just do armor and rail. It's kind of a random categorization, but that might work. Might have to start adding chests in here. We'll see. Yeah, I have extra chests, so I don't need to do much else down there. Can take that. I guess maybe redstone dust can go back in the ores, maybe? I don't know. I just need a double... redstone might just need to be a double chest. If there's any of these that can get downgraded. I don't really think. Oh well. I have 3 things of andesite. Someone really needs andesite still. So I do want to build a piston door, but I'll probably do that later. Sticks can go away, redstone torches. I was like, why can't I see this? Dude, that's hilarious. The white gray pane is invisible in the inventory. Ow. I mean, I might get lazy and just make a basic 2x2 piston door here, but I kind of want it to be a little bigger. Either like 2x3 or this way, or 2x3 this way. Get a little advanced. Okay. So get the double chest placed here. Clearly hear lava here. Oh, because it's right here. Should I just leave exposed lava? Oh, there's a cave entrance here. That's both good and bad. I just leave it open? I think that's an accident waiting to happen if I do it that way. Got any diamondos? I have fortune, so I'm gonna get a frick ton of redstone dust. So we'll leave this area be. It's just a lava lake that happens to be here. All this ore I kind of want to get, but need a way to get up and down, which ideally is a ladder. Hello? Hello, hi. Hi, streamer. How long? I've been playing for an hour and a half. I still haven't explored this cave any. Do you know anything about pufferfish mechanics? I've been trying to figure out how they work. I saw a YouTube video where someone was doing a raid in a village, and they put pufferfish in the river, help them in the raid, and that actually worked. It's like a gamer move. Oh, I guess I could put a bed down there. Speaking of gamer moves, we could just put a pink bed down there. I need the pink wool to sell though, don't I? Hold up, let's get some pink wool. Just remembered something. Oh, don't escape. Oh yeah, gold could be used for another arch. Potentially. I don't know if that's what Aesop's interested in, though. Dirt? I mean, I think that's the primary ingredient for the Big Mac, so... Oh, that's not pink. I got baited. Some yellow wool then. If I'm just gonna get baited by all the sheep. The pink ones aren't eating. Dirt? Okay, I'm coming. Dude, frick this Genshin game then. This game has dirt. Name another game with dirt. You can't. I don't know, what color of bed do I put down there? So we'll do cyan. It's the rare color. Some wood. Because having a spawn right there is probably not a terrible idea. I also need ladders. Here we go. Oh, why do I have white wool on me? Oh, saw, dude. I do need to mob-proof this area. Probably, like, from this snow line, and then to this area. was thinking of just putting magma blocks interlaced with cactus. So yeah, that keeps happening. There's so many mobs down here. What's the best anti-mob solution? Don't say... Just don't be a noob. Should I put the bed right next to the lava? That'd be a really good spot, right? Okay. We even set our spawn there. Let's go explore this cave area now. Yeah, there's a lot of little things that have changed about Minecraft over the years. Some of them are things I wouldn't even notice, remember. Like, wheat used to look different. So I'm watching the Minecraft YouTube videos, and the wheat looks different. It's crazy. There's like cobble in this hand, actually. There we go, kill. Why are there so many of these guys? There we go. Okay, so I want to leave a lot of this kind of vanilla looking. Oh, Creeper. Good. Look at this. I am overpowered. Okay, that almost did the get down, Mr. President. Dude, there's so many skeletons here. Alright, I'm getting banged up here. This is a nice large cave system. Ow. Dude, I have so much armor toughness and everything that all these mobs, like the creepers are still a pain. That's about it. Everything else, pushover. I can't be slain. Top 10 Minecraft wheat facts. Wasn't even that long ago, which is crazy, because I would think I would have remembered wheat looking different. I guess it was a 2018 YouTube series, 1.13. I think 2019 was when I started playing on that other server. Wait, does this lead into like a ravine? Oh. This leads into creeper hell. That's for sure. There's really no reason to kill this Enderman, but at this point, I've already committed. Oh, it is a ravine. I wonder if this is that ravine where I went before with diamonds and died. Doesn't look like it, though. There's so much to explore here. It's kind of overwhelming. So we gotta start one branch at a time. I could leave this vanilla. I just want to leave the lava.
FIRESTARW says age.
Yeah, I just want to leave the lava that you can see there, because it's kind of scenic. So this coal can stay. I'll have to make some sort of tunnel across, then. Or any spot that isn't visible from the cart.
Soptron says B.
Make the tunnel from this side. I won't notice. Okay, get infinite iron real quick. Okay, I did dig over far enough. We should be fine. Just wanted to tunnel over a bit, so the natural beauty of the cave wouldn't be disturbed. Stuff like that. Okay. Oops. That was a blunder. Doesn't seem like they're really... Well, I can hear more lava. I think this just links back up to the lava that was right next to me, though. The music kind of makes it hard to tell where it really is. Oh, it's over here. All this iron right next to each other.
Soptron says I don't have EXP, so I can't teleport. FIRESTARW says age.
Oh, Demondo.
Redby says age.
Alright. This is where you pop off in the game. We found Demondo.
Worm Bob says age.
Yeah, there's lava underneath here, so I gotta be careful. The easy way to deal with it is just get rid of the source.
Wandering trader here.
Oh, okay. Diamonds?
Worm Bob says why me.
Welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play, where we find diamonds. That's right, the rarest resource in the game.
Soptron says you're the only one that can come here. FIRESTARW says just kill him and get the XP. 2 birds.
Alright, we gotta do this to get the Diamando. Oh, and we have Fortune.
Soptron says me pacifist run. Soptron says kill. FIRESTARW says so you won't fight in the arena. Calming says. Worm Bob says WAHT about llamas. Soptron says
oh, we
kill
can just put
too.
them in the ender chest. I forgot about the ender chest.
Calming says BBBBB. FIRESTARW says B. Soptron says B. Calming says CC.
Okay. All the stuff I need on me. I mean, I got the diamonds. I basically have beaten the game. There's no reason to keep going. Demando. Diamando. One day I'll learn how to pronounce them. Could keep going this way, but I don't hear any lava. That was kind of just a lucky reveal, too. Was just trying to check this way. Easy diamond.
Worm Bob says I'm a bad person. Soptron says bless you.
Okay. That was that little flake? Little fork explored. Okay, so now when you ride the cart down, it looks like this, which is fine. The torch there,
Redby
even.
says is 1x 1x 1.5 blocks enough for a sheep. FIRESTARW says maybe a little excessive.
Okay, oh, this was to the ravine thing. So I have to pick a direction to go. Get the mining done, I guess. A fortune doesn't do anything for your gold, does it?
Redby says 1x 1x 1 it is.
Oh, this goes to that lava spot. Well, I'll leave that coal alone then. Maybe. Unless I keep breaking it. Okay. Now, something about the basic gameplay loop of just collecting all of the... Wait, where do these torches come from? Like, for real. Who was here? Was that me who died before? I do remember finding, like, a deep cave system that was pretty sweet before, and then I died. Oh. This is just an alternate way in. Okay. It's not where I died. One day I'll find that cave system where I died. Just not today. Multiple ways to go here. Start by mining this iron. Need infinite iron. Gotta get the beacon, right? I mean, I guess that is the legit reason. Do we just swim in the lava here? Is that a valid strat? I like how it takes forever. This is like a nether lava spawn. I don't know if I can really deal with this that well. Creeper? Alright, thankfully I can just one-shot the creepers. It's kind of brutal. This is just another ravine. Alright, so I found just another giant cave system here. Just fun, but that just means it will take forever to explore. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Some of this iron. What Y? I'm only at Y level 31. So that was just kind of a complete diversion. I've never seen lava generate like this in the overworld. This is kind of crazy. Am I sure I'm not mining for the other stuff? Like, all it really was just the way this lava flowed down, too. Oh, there's a mine shaft. How close am I to spawn? This could be that mine shaft that is literally right next to spawn somewhere. Okay. Still nice I did find a mine shaft system. We'll be exploring for a hot minute then. Hopefully I don't die. It's kind of a feeling that that mine shaft system is probably already explored. Maybe not, but... a dead-end room. So it's dark enough up here where nothing enemies can spawn. Alright, so this is the area of attack.
Calum says Pug.
We'll see, I guess we'll see by the number of torches and everything if this has been explored already. Feeling it is, but it could not be. Oh yeah, don't mine shafts. Oh yeah, I remember reading this. I can't tell from the loot. There's watermelon seeds, but I already have melons.
FIRESTARW says what are the chances a near spawn mine shaft isn't explored?
Oh, we got some
Calum
redstone.
says close to 0.
Oh, there's a lot of gold laying around, but I could see whoever was here before maybe not caring about gold. Oh, there's a torch here.
Sopron says me going to EXP farm.
Yeah, it seems like
Reddy
they just...
says there was a mine shaft close to my house I discovered recently.
Oh no, there's a lot of branches here. Oh wait, I have shears, so I can take the cobwebs. Hell yeah. Unique block. Because I am a genius. Things everyone should say. I am a genius. Oh, hello. I want to take the shears out real quick. Some coal blocks. There we go. I was running low on coal, so this is a good shout. A good occurrence. I guess a lot of the stuff I'm finding can go in the crate, like the melon seeds and the wool. Just anything really weird that I don't think I'll need. Even like a stack of iron ore. The ladder. I think that's good. I do need more torches though, so maybe I should get it back out for sticks. Actually. Alright, maybe good enough. Seems like this one's kind of unexplored. I don't know if ticking up the rails is really that worth it. I mean, I can, if I want. And there we go. Uh-oh. Alright, having a bow that insta-kills creepers is kind of OP, just like everything else. Okay, that doesn't go anywhere.
Sopron says, okay, I got enough.
Grab some cobwebs. Is there a way to farm cobwebs? Probably not. If I had to guess.
Red B says, make Nugets.
Nugget systems.
Says, yeah.
Okay, figuring out my way out is gonna be fun, huh? Need to start making signs. Or else I'll get lost, because I already don't know the way out here. I think it's this way? Can't be this way, though. I haven't been this way. Well, I'm lost. Unfortunate. Interesting, that's like a jail for mobs. Oh, they can hit me through the fence. It's not fair. I can't hit them. Okay, that was weird. Alright, before I keep exploring, I do want to make sure there's at least an exit. A way for me to find the exit of this mine shaft.
Sopron says, where is Red B? Red B says, here.
Okay. Thanks, I should have brought signs with
so.
me. Oh, don't I have a portable... I don't have a portable woodcutter. I need to get a furnace and woodcutter and stuff on me. Next time. Although... what does it take to get a woodcutter? Oh, just an iron ingot? I don't have one, though. I'll make signs the hard way.
Sopron says, okay, we clear out this cave system. FIRESTARW says, Diamondos. Sopron says, soon.
Okay, so we have some oak signs. So yeah, that is my ticket out. Okay, so that's exit towards cart. think I even came from this way? I did. Actually, no, I came from this way. So we'll put this. There we go. That helps a bit. I need another sign to take me back. Maybe. As long as I can find the central room, should be good. There are just a trillion billion branches to go. This might be playing Minecraft a little longer than I... What the? I got the drip. Dude, I got his drip. What are the odds? Not the rails. Yeah, they're in that. Look at andesite for someone. Oh, good. I love gravel. Said everyone in Minecraft. Okay, so I went in a circle here. You can get natural lanterns now. Oh no, I'm on fire. Yeah, at least I get 1,000,000 flint. I got the fortune shovel. What is this room? This is just a cobble, mossy cobble room. Eat gravel. No, that's not a terrible idea. Maybe this was looted? I'm just gonna charge forward. What could go wrong here? This looks like a cave spider area. It's a creeper. Watch out for the creeper. Someone was here. Oh, wait. Yeah. Someone was here. Once again, I do remember there being a mine shaft close to spawn, so maybe this is the same system. I guess they just didn't... It's weird. They just didn't claim a lot of stuff. Someone was here and then, like, died. Yeah, the Herobrine was down here. No, this is a naturally generated crate. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that is definitely a man-made stair. I came from this way. If I can remember that. I want to get a stack of cobwebs for fun. Oh, there's stairs. Dude, so that person probably found the Demando. This person, like, went super efficient. Yeah, my only guesses are they either died? It looks like this is where they came from, because there's not a lot of rails. Maybe. Oh! Speaking of dying. Let's get some coal so I can make torches. And mend my tool, I guess. Boom. Yeah, I don't know, maybe someone here was early game. Was here early game. So that would be similar. I was in a ravine at some point that was by my base, and then I died and never found it again. Could be a similar scenario. Not at the right Y for Diamondos. If I want those, I should do something different. Lanterns, cobwebs. How many rails are in the thing? 6, I guess. If I get less than 64. How's this for a survival challenge? What if you spawned underground?
Esoptron says wow, Bob. Esoptron says you did everything. FIRESTARW says his cave now. Esoptron says yep.
They blocked that off for some reason. Died or had no iron tools. Yeah, they left a lot of gold and stuff. Love random gift sub emotes. I've even been watching some Minecraft on YouTube, Twitch. YouTube and Twitch. Oh, you get string if you do it with the sword. I mean, that's useful, but I want the cobwebs.
Esoptron says I'm out of torches.
Okay, where was that stairway down?
Esoptron says oh wait, I forgot I changed my skin. Redby says lol. FIRESTARW says anime.
Wait, what?
Esoptron says yes.
Anime. Ah, yes. Oh, God. Don't update gravel.
Esoptron says travel forthworm.
Anime. Alright, I don't need spider eyes. I mean, I could
Bob
use
says
them.
I gave you torches. Esoptron says epic.
I don't know if I want to switch to the anime game today. We'll see how far I am in an hour. That was the idea today, because I couldn't decide, but the Minecraft is too addicting.
Worm Bob says here.
And all I'm doing is some basic caving, too. So I can use these for a torch. I still have sticks. Genshin Fridays?
Esoptron says epic.
Maybe. Probably. We'll see. I was still trying to just play, like, mostly only that game, so I could go ahead and just beat it, quote-unquote. You know, fight the final boss, get to the ending. Maybe the person that was here just wasn't interested in gold. Oh. It's a weird quirk of the mod. I mean, technically a sword is the correct tool as well, but not really.
Esoptron says escape routes.
Oh, I know what to do now. I need to use my mouse binds better. This is not the right Y for Demando still. How much iron should I get? Infinite? I keep forgetting I have acquisition and I freak out. Don't like how this mod swaps tool slots. Alright, I am definitively lost. I mean, I remember where this fire was. Oh, here's this one-person stairway. Yeah, they made a stairway and then they didn't do anything. Oh, I bet they found diamonds. They cleared this out. And they got something. They get the Demando. Whoever was here had one goal, one mission. They got the diamonds, and then they came out.
Esoptron says all clear now.
Okay, they missed this chest though. They must have died after they got that lava or those diamonds or something. I don't know how they missed that chest. Maybe they just didn't take the stuff. They only wanted diamonds. Guess a lot of this stuff is kind of eh. Got some extra torches, some bread. I got some nuggies, so I can make me a woodcutter now. If I really wanted. You're wondering if that was you? Oh, did you actually end up in one of my caves? How did you know it was my cave? Like the one by my house? That leads into my house? Oh, Demondo. Never pronounced diamond right again. One with a zombie spawner? I don't remember that cave. I feel like that's the cave that I died in. Oh yeah, the one with the... Unless it's the zombie spawner that leads to my boat channel. I get what you're talking about there. So I can get rid of some cobble and stuff. We'll see. Cobwebs. Okay. 3 diamonds at least. Oh my god, alright, we got a huge vein. Okay. This is a pretty successful trip so far. I found a mine shaft.
Says IDK.
Spider webs.
Says I want to make the house. FIRESTARW says got to find B. FIRESTARW says or 10000 blocks with one of mine. Worm Bob says plenty there. Soptron says I live in B City.
Okay, that was a pretty good mine shaft.
Soptron says Worm Bob says 10000 lol.
Oh, Creeper.
Soptron says we will make that tree into beehive.
Keep going?
Worm Bob says okay.
I think there was a cave spider spawner I could have found, but I didn't. No, there's a lot of people that played on this server. Probably some names I haven't seen in a while. Some that probably just played like a week and quit like I did that one time. Could have been anyone that was in here. This is close to the spawn area, so basically could be anyone that decided to cave by spawn. Oh boy. Your headshots do more damage in this game. So might get rid of the detector rails. This is like a huge mystery. It's like, who was here? Wasn't me. Alright, let's get some iron ore in this chest. Oh, that's the wrong one. So I could craft another crate. I do have some iron on me. How much does it cost to craft a crate? Isn't it 4 iron nuggies, though? It is. Oops.
Soptron says how to move B.
Ow.
Bob says
Oh, there's
flower.
another chest over there. Okay. Nothing in the wall here, so I'll go ahead and take this coal for the heck of it. Got some lapis, that's pretty good.
Soptron says how about this block?
I'm gonna make sure you don't run out of lapis. This especially when you have that much.
Worm Bob says if you break they attack.
Oh, we got another name tag? Okay. I'm getting all the luck. I could get more melon
Sopron
seeds.
says Silk Touch will help. Worm Bob says how break beehive. Sopron says NDM.
No, I was gonna type some helpful words, but
Sopron says
never
Silk
mind.
Touch don't work. Red Bee says D. Sopron says wait. FIRESTARW says it should. Sopron says actually. Sopron says I'm reading this wrong. Sopron says sorry. Sopron says me noob. FIRESTARW says but you can also just make a beehive. Sopron says oh.
Okay, we'll get the bread as the food in the inventory. We're finding all the loot. It's a dead end, it is. Which is kind of good, because that means you just chill out a bit. What level am I? 21. Some more rails, just get it all the way up to 64 for the heck of it. 64, so we need 58 rails. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is mostly explored. If I really want, I can try and look up top here. I don't know how worth it that is, though.
Sopron says worm gets silk.
Okay. Need quicker reflexes, huh? Wait, what? Okay. Well, that's me. I see. This leads to the exit. That's pretty sick. I just went in a big circle. Which means I can empty my inventory, nothing else. But you mean the caves with the signs? No, these are signs that I just put down. Unless you recognize this still, even without the sign. If you wound up in the sick ravine where I put signs, that's by Kalma's. That's not anywhere near spawn. I think those are the only two caves. Actually, I have to go back in the VOD, because there was that cave by my home that I died in. I might find it again. Exploring here, I'm not sure. We'll do a sign like this. I would have to look back in the VOD and see. I probably did use signs in that ravine I died in. Maybe not, though, because I wasn't organized enough to even find the ravine again after I died. Okay, so what I should do is chop some of this wood down. Imagine chopping down trees when you can just salvage wood from mine shafts. The superior way.
Worm Bob says B. Sopron says B. FIRESTARW says B.
Alright, he's off the
says
plane.
B. Red B says B.
Because that's why whole words are generally used. So when someone says B, you know what they're talking about. Alright, I gotta adjust my posture.
Says okay, I will get black, yellow, brown will.
Alright, he's getting ambitious. Might have enough gunpowder to make my own stuff legit.
Red B says Aesop, you need a lot of will. Aesoptron says yes. Red B says I have a lot.
I can put the oak planks in my wood chest. Okay. That makes sense.
Aesoptron says I will arrive.
Okay, so we went in a big circle back to spawn.
Aesoptron says when we find RDBY.
Alright, so do I go back home or do I keep caving? I don't want to keep caving. Addicted. This is like the best part of the game.
Aesoptron says me at spawn. Worm Bob
I think I have
says do you
knockback
not have
protection.
a waystone? Aesoptron says ID pick. Aesoptron says what the name?
Okay, that was almost bad. I guess I have blast resistance, but
Worm Bob
was
says
still a-
Red B's base.
bad situation. You don't want a creeper on you like that.
Aesoptron says nope.
Okay.
Worm Bob says he'll give. Red B says it's just east from spawn. Aesoptron says okay. FIRESTARW says what? Red B says under the wood sign. Aesoptron says okay.
Okay, there's like no reason for me to go this way, but I'm going anyways. Who knows what that leads to?
Aesoptron says BRB 1 min.
Okay, so that's probably at the Y level. I like how I use F3, even though I do have this 18. Yes, if I do go down there, I am better off. Oh, okay. Because that's why. Even more diamonds. Alright, I'm about to have too many diamonds as well. Instead of asking people for work, I'm gonna hire using diamonds. Oh, okay, I have so much stuff that I'm spitting out the diamonds. Alright, we can't have infinite luck all the time. Only 2. We'll take it. Interesting spawn regeneration, I guess. Okay, so we'll do this. So I just keep going. I have 31 diamonds from this trip. Could use, where's the sticks? There we go.
Worm Bob says Red B, white turtle in boat. Red B says what?
I have all these extra bows that I don't even need in my inventory. Okay.
Worm Bob says turtle in boat.
Okay, that was almost scary for me.
Red B says ID kick.
We'll do it this way. I can get my water back from this.
FIRESTARW says turtle can't swim.
Alright, any more diamondos for me? A little lava lake. You are at the right Y level. Yeah, it's like, why go strip mining when you can just do this?
Red B says turtles kill 6. FIRESTARW says
Alright, we gotta get some coal. Partially just to repair my tools, but also...
says +1. FIRESTARW says it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Calming says saving M for the weekend.
Alright, let's get rid of some of these junk items. That's really all
Reddy
the
says no,
super
it's
junk.
already Friday. Calming says wait. Calming says is it time? FIRESTARW says I am off Palmrotho. Calming says
Is it time? Punch.
Calming says I don't wanna drink sad cause I work Sunday.
Minecraft. Oh! Okay. For some reason it didn't flow backwards, so we'll just let it be. We didn't really get anything out of this branch. It did exist. I guess we can mostly cover it up. Then, maybe? Don't even know. Like, fortune with coal is kind of OP. SMP. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually the official name, but I haven't been told it isn't. I just kept it like that. Also, hi, Cheeseburg. Alright, if I'm gonna switch games, I kinda gotta switch, like, in an hour. I don't know if I want to, though. It's the problem.
Red B says I am scared to drink alone with Calm.
I got a zombie villager. Can't do much with them, though.
Calm says well it's okay. Calm says I drink myself then. FIRESTARW
What's the song that goes, like,
says
drink some me? That is like a song lyric. I went in a circle again. The official name is Gaming. Yeah, I guess I could have called it Gaming SMP. The problem is Minecraft lets you put a custom name for a server. Whenever you add the IP.
Calm says WTF don't say you're scared of me D.
So I put the Yi zone. And it's stuck. That name is stuck ever since. It's just Yi. Gaming. There we go. Let's get infinite iron real quick. Alright, so how do I get back to spawn? I do have
Red
signs that
says-
point back, but...
Red B says LMAO.
Alright,
Red
what
B
do I do
says
now?
Harper just killed a trader.
Wait, isn't this the exit? Oh, this is an alternate way to the exit.
FIRESTARW
I think the lurker is something else, right? The ocean thing
Red B says yes.
Is that the lurker? What's... The evoker is the pillager beast, right? I get those two mixed up for some reason. I don't know why. No, this is just a dead end. Okay. You gotta collect everything. But not really. That could be like the Minecraft challenge. Just collect everything. Collect all the wood in the game. There's not really a whole lot of reason to come up here. I want enough iron to make a beacon. Probably should head back so I can... empty my pockets.
Sopron says back.
Okay, so do I have another sign on me? I
says
don't.
Cheats install. Calming says maybe. Sopron says maybe. Sopron says lol. FIRESTARW says SHH.
Alright, let's go back. Did some sick
Calming
caving.
says I'm watching you.
Is this part a dead end?
Sopron says I love you, Calm.
Oh yeah, this is the way back. Okay. Forgot about this branch. And then it goes right back down. Good. So we can just stay in this cave system forever. My favorite. I don't have a bucket of water. Well, hopefully I don't need one anytime soon.
Red B says in the chests near cows.
Alright, we just gotta parkour our way back up, no biggie. Oh, and it's a dead end. That actually works. There's not a lot of reason to come back here then. Although I hear lava. Oh, I have fortune, so I'm getting way more than enough coal. I've just now noticed that. So I will never need coal
says
again.
I'm busy putting sheeps in one block holes.
Where's the lava sound at? Oh well. I thought I heard some here, but I don't hear it anymore. So I guess this way is just a dead end, basically. Alright, ate all the wood, or not the, yeah, I ate all the wood that I got in the dungeon.
Says Red B, I'm lost.
I'll need a lot more signs. I guess I could go ahead and make a sign. So this leads to the mine shaft. Need to collect
Red B
wood
says
though.
how. Sopron says what is a cow?
I can go ahead and get a portable woodcutter actually, I think. Yes. Alright, good enough.
Red V says Aesop give me cards.
Oh, hold up. So we can do something like
Aesop
this.
Ron says minus 37, 219.
Okay. Look at this. We got multiple labels. So this goes to the mine shaft. Right?
Red V says that's not where I live.
Yeah, this is the abandoned mine shaft area. Wasn't this like a ravine?
Aesop Ron says where are you alive? Worm Bob says Aesop go to spawn. Red V says 260-180. Calming says me. Aesop Ron says okay.
Alright, this is our only chance to ever find Aesop in the server. We better not blow it. So first let me get more lost. Oh, this is right next to the spawn. Okay. Right here. Mine shaft. Easy. Okay. So now we just go back up. We're good. We made it. Okay. Funny, I did the circle just to maybe strip mine. Or just tiny. I'm not much of a strip miner, but I'll do it for like a tiny bit. But instead I just find a cave. Which I guess is more up my alley, so that works. Made it back. Okay, so I have 2 stacks of diamonds now. If I want to flex in that way. So I should get a portable woodcutter. Or not. Please, stripping is below me. I take on much more complicated jobs. I don't know where I was going with that. I should have just left it. Okay, if anyone needs cobblestone... It's not even an It's just like a BG. BJ, bad joke. Where's the redstone go?
Aesop Ron says skip night for me. FIRESTARW says no. Aesop Ron says tie.
Gunpowder, gold leggings. Okay, so I have even more lapis. Lanterns. I guess I can put rails under redstone for the heck of it. I have 3 name tags, so I can actually...
Says, heck, one X1 does not work.
Where does cobweb go? It's kind of a nature block, but... Oh god, laggy chest. So it'll count as a mob thing. It kind of is one. Got dirt. Look how that's all the dirt that I got. Not very much. Iron ore. I mean, do I even need to keep the ender pearls on me, honestly? Probably, but... only probably. Got the acacia one of these. I didn't really need to take the melon seeds with me, but... oh well. I guess that's where the shears were, huh? Alright, I have more than enough rails and more than enough ores. What's... Oh, that's... So I need 40 to have a number divisible by 8. Quick math. This is my favorite part of Minecraft here, just sorting your insanely large inventory. We can just keep the melon seeds on me, just in case I accidentally crush mine. Alright, so we need more torches now. $20 times 4, 2 times 4, that's 80. Quick math. Again. One of these... Smoker... Isn't it the blast furnace that does ores quicker? Just time to flex. With some math. That's gonna be the next thing I build. It's like a math minigame. Using redstone. I think it'll be a big hit. Wait, what happened to the iron ore? Wait, what? I'm so confused. This is just going in here. Whatever. Am I just building? What time is it? I guess Genshin is like in 40 minutes. I guess I'm gonna build in cave. Where's the thingy? Oh, if I press the letter N. So I don't have caving on my list. I can just edit this though. That's... I guess I don't really need the epic ravine coordinates anymore. I'll get rid of them. You don't really need to write down coordinates ever, because you can just put waystones down. That's okay, though. I have soul speed, I think. Yeah, I mostly just want to build. I do want to cave in the cave I was just in more, but... Wait, is that a Cheems Yi hybrid? Did you just make that, Redby? Alright. Cave stuff. This mod is called just notes. This one is probably the sickest one. It's kind of broke. I guess it's not broken. Like, people do this anyways for Minecraft, so might as well build it into the game. You can even, like, copy coordinates into here. Although with waystones, that's kind of pointless most of the time. You can even pin it so it shows up on your game. Let me look at this emote first. I'll show the mods in a second. Oh. It's just Redby's dog. With the Yi... Wait, with the Yi hat? Alright, I gotta show this. It's Cheems. Submitted 1 week ago. How does this look in emote form? I guess it's a dog head. You can't really tell it's a hat, but... Sure. I mean, since you had to make the emote, it'll count. I won't even say what I just did. No one else picks up on what I just did. That'd be good. Alright, so here's the mod list. This one is dumb. It just makes the achievements bigger. But I have game info, which I haven't been using, but it is cool. Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, since you made it, I'll let you bypass that. Just this once. That's more just to be... I feel like that is a really good points reward. Like, any stream that has... I guess if you have a bigger stream, it would have to be suggest to Franker face the emote, but still. Yeah, so I have game info, This lets me press I and I get like an abbreviated version of the debug stuff. You get just your frames, time, light, XYZ.
Aesop says, okay, well, I'm back to my home.
Oh, I missed Aesop. I forgot all about that. It's okay. This is the never find Aesop run. I have mouse wheelie. This is actually the best mod. You can add a button for when you look at a block to pick the right tool. There's this name pane, which is kind of cheats for the arena. Notes is the god tier one. It takes notes. I think that's all of them, yeah. There was one that I was gonna use. I think it's just called Death Damage Visionette or something. I don't remember. Just adds like that effect that's in a lot of games. Where if you're low health, the outside circle of your screen becomes red. I thought that'd be pretty funny to have on, but it doesn't work for some reason with sodium. I think it was sodium, one of the optimization mods. Alright, this thing is still chugging away. Alright, so now I can make like a diamond beacon or something if I want. My food. Alright, so what should I do next? Should I build more? Should I just keep going in the cave? What'd I do? I kind of just want to go in the cave. It's a good mix-up. Oh, I know what I should do, actually. I should creeper-proof this area. That would be very helpful. Probably the best way to make it is try to make some sort of wall that mobs can't get through easily, but the player can. There's not really a reason to go into this cave, though. I could move my lava source thing into here, I guess. That's about it. My thought is just to put magma blocks down and then put cactuses every space they can fit. So I guess a cactus here, if I knock that out. Here, here, and that's it. Cactuses kind of suck, huh? I guess you could just do pillars of magma blocks, but... You can put pufferfish under the ground, I've learned. I could do that, but... then it's hard to walk across yourself. I mean, I could just put a fence up, that would be... that's like the level 0 solution, but... I don't want to do it that way. Alright, let's get some stuff out and figure it out. We'll pimp this area out. I want to get the defensive stuff down and then a piston door. Let's get some paintings real quick. I'm gonna put a few more paintings down. Just need wool. Okay, that's a good use for my wool. So many sticks, though. Like, how much wood do I even need? It's just so much. Yeah, let's get one more painting. Then we want to put one down here somewhere. Do they even go on walls? Oh, they do. Oh, that's pretty cool then. You can use them to cover up some of this stuff. If you want. Where's the wither? put one against this wall, because there's nothing else really going on there. I don't want to cover this up with a painting. I feel like that's a little too huge, though. Do we just do the giant skeleton painting? The problem is there's not one that's like 5 blocks across, which I guess makes sense, but... Oh, it doesn't show up anywhere yet. I gotta refresh. I'm sorry, I'm too lazy to refresh the OBS browser thing. I have to wait until the next stream to see it on stream. I can refresh my chat though. That takes 1 second. Oh, there we go. Now I can see it. Not using custom painting resource? Noob? Wait, why is Donkey Kong in the game?
Esopron says Gilbert.
Well, I didn't know Donkey Kong was part of this game. Oh, is that as small as paintings go? Only size 2? There's no size 1? Dang. Donkey Kong is here.
Red V says painting inspection. FIRESTARW says Red V says okay, I little girl. FIRESTARW says what about Donkey Kong?
I used to put it on something by itself to get 1 frame. They do exist. Let's see what they look like then. Oh, okay. They turn into an item frame. That's not useful. I already have item frame. Oh, that's because I picked an item frame. Never mind. I'm a dummy. Oh, there we go.
Red V says you got the funny ones. FIRESTARW says oh no. Red V says D. Esopron says oop.
Well, you can do that though. That's funny.
Esopron says me levels. FIRESTARW says wait. Esopron says where Bob ate them all.
Aw, man. This almost works. You need 3. Hold up. There we go. Now we can get a single. Donkey Kong. As the paintings are all kind of in the same area, huh?
FIRESTARW says which is best one. Red V says did Angie.
Okay, let's take a look at these pictures.
Red V says Hothberg.
There's only 1 picture right now. Okay. I shouldn't have deleted that one, huh?
Not sure.
Here's what this one is. Now, you can see the dead NG just barely in the side here. Yeah, my tint doesn't come across. I tinted myself orange. It doesn't show. That's pretty good in the background. He's just tiny.
Worm Bob says zombie. Esopron says WHWERE. FIRESTARW says where. Esopron says oh no.
Hothberg.
FIRESTARW says what? Red B says.
Alright, that was the wrong thing. I think I've come across something. A dangerous secret.
FIRESTARW says how.
Gotta get some water.
Red B says as. FIRESTARW says new grew up.
Alright, I like how I still have all these.
Red B says no longer a baby. FIRESTARW says okay, thanks for shears.
I only got 10 pink wool out of that.
Sopron says need more bird. Worm Bob says here.
Alright, so how much pink wool do we got? 32. So all this can go in tools.
Sopron says boot. Red B says no will donation yet, Sag. FIRESTARW says I'm working on it. Sopron says oh. Sopron says it double. Red B says do it faster. Worm Bob says 3 extra jump.
Okay. Do we try and ride the
Sopron
mule?
says I will get more yellow.
Probably should get a saddle on him and everything, right? At least a saddle.
Worm Bob says now I have no boot. Sopron says red.
Oh, do we have to tame our own mule? Okay. But you're my baby. How do I have to tame the baby?
Sopron says oh. Sopron says me can't teleport. Sopron says no EXP.
There we go.
Worm Bob says here.
Strong hybrid. Can just knock me off of him. So he can't take horse armor.
Sopron says epic.
Can you take a chest? Like how he's just posturing for the door still. Oh! We just hit him into the bush. It's about to die already. Is that... I thought the mule could have both. You would think the mule could have both, but the mule can have neither. What the heck? Game sucks. Actually
When
thought...
Bob says Aesop, give those boots back, I'll make you boot. Aesop Tron says I can't get back. When Bob says where? Aesop Tron says no EXP again.
Oh, it can't have a chest? How do I give it a chest? I'm a noob. So we gotta give it a vanilla chest, most definitely, right? Probably only need one, but just in case. Oh, there we go. Now he's a chest. So he's just a faster donkey. They should have let you get both.
When Bob says where did you go?
Chest and armor.
Aesop Tron says me at Red B base.
Oh well. Can't have everything. It's probably a mod for it. Oh, my bow really needs mending put on it. That's kind of funny. Oh, except for it doesn't. That's a different bow. I just mistook it for my bow because it was enchanted.
You'll get more.
It's the same bow, right? I guess I could keep another crate on me. We'll do... Let's do like a blue crate? Or a purple one? We'll do purple. Alright, and it just goes in the ender chest for me to store even more stuff. Infinite items. I guess I might as well, like, put a portable furnace in there. Maybe? I don't know. So it'll just take experience in the field for me to figure out what blocks I need on the go. You know, the stone cutter and the wood cutter are actually handy. So actually, you know what I can do? You can just craft a bunch of oak signs for exploring. We'll get 10. Got a lucky number of wood.
Where Bob says now go to the Enderman farm.
Oh, speaking of that, I don't think I've had my mob sounds at all yet. That's why I haven't been able to figure out where they are. Alright, do I even play Genshin today? I would need to switch games in like 20 minutes. Or do I just change my mind? Genshin Friday. I don't know, I still kind of want to play some of it a little.
Aesop says wait, I accidentally chose the longer route. Aesop says don't worry, I'm coming.
Okay. Could go for an interception on someone, but I won't. Man, I need a way to cover this up. It's unfortunate. Oh, you can make diorite stairs. Maybe I'll do it that way. Just convert these to diorite stairs. I don't know. Alright, let's make a little anti-mob emote. Some cactus. Sand to go with them. Some magma blocks. What else is good at keeping enemies away? I guess berry bushes? We want. I don't know about that, though. I can put pufferfish down, I guess. I guess, like, the overkill way to do it is just put iron golems there, but that doesn't really keep them away. So you're gonna have, like, lava pillars? I don't even know. What am I doing here? Yeah, that's what we really do. We just put lava pillars down. Where's my buckets? Maybe we'll get at least a couple lava pillars down. Not a whole bunch, but some.
Sopron says, okay, I'm back home.
I think I'll just do a tiny bit of Genshin today, because there is some daily event stuff I want to do,
says,
but
I'm getting you double jump boots.
it's a daily-based game.
Okay.
Do your dailies. I could just put lava in here. That's right next to where I need to stand. I should get some stones so I can actually just stand there. Hold up. That might be enough. Actually get a little more. Probably put this crate up so I don't wonder why it's in my inventory. Okay, that's a lot better. I guess all the snow has to go as well. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Man, my house has been through some rough stuff. It's had pufferfish, snow golems, oh, creepers. Wait, where did he even spawn from? When will the snow go away? I mean, some of it's gonna stay forever, probably, but... There we go, that's probably as much snow that's gonna go. We need both of these sides to have maybe like a lava funnel going down. I have 2 sources of lava. Not really sure how I want to do this. I guess lava doubles as light and damage, so there is that. Not sure what my plan was here. There we go. Put lava here, it should just flow straight down. There we go. So we got a lava pillar. We surround it with magma and we try and put cactus down somewhere too. A cactus can't have anything near it, right? Wait, it can be like that. Okay. I thought it couldn't have... I guess the diagonals are okay. So I could use a little more cactus. I'm gonna replace some of this with magma. We've got to be a little careful here. Magma blocks also glow, so... Alright, I mean, that's a decent looking deterrent area, right? Maybe put another cactus somewhere. The one thing is now I have to deal with lava sound in the home. And that's a worthy sacrifice to make, though. This looks kind of wild when you go down. It's like, wait, what is all this? This enough damage? Maybe? If nothing else, they take damage. Yeah, there's no way you can walk here as a mob without getting hurt, right? It's not possible. Unless you crouch, I guess. And this works, right? Don't even really need torches, because these magma blocks give enough light off. Kinda like this. I could try and put a cactus here instead of what I have. Oh. Okay. And then you just double jump over it. Easy. If you need to get back, too bad. This is more just to give them a little bit of damage and not much else. It does work though. Okay, so on this side it needs to be about over here. It's pretty rough looking here too. What is this, music, or what is this, build? Is it just something so that all the creepers that spawn in the caves here can't just walk right next to me when I come down this ladder? So I'm gonna use this as a cave. This contraption? It's not even a I guess it is a contraption. We need a test subject. Someone come here and see if you can just walk through. Thank you. We can keep this. Me! No, something tells me player test subjects will not work. I think this is where I want... Okay, if my guess here is wrong on where this goes, I'm gonna be heaved. I think my guess was wrong. I don't think it matters too much, though. Should the lava even go here, though? I guess we can. I need to get some more cactus, though. Are any of the cactuses growing? Will they grow with bone meal? So I can check. I should get the actual bone meal I have, but that would make way too much sense. I have even more snow. If anyone needs snow. Me. Actually, that's a good cactus spot, isn't it? Do cactuses catch fire? Actually, don't have any clue. Like, grow next to lava just fine. Oh, you can't use bone meal on it. How do cactuses work? Is it because it's not like a valid spot for it to grow? Yeah, you just can't bone meal it. Shame, really. Some more sheep I could shear. Pink wool. So I'll do that real quick. I don't even think I'll get a piston door made. So I do still want to switch games. It's been 3 hours of Minecraft. This game is too... This next time if I want to switch games though, I realize it'll have to be like an 8-hour stream. Oh, we got more pink already. Easy. More pink. More pink. Okay, that... Hearing awe over here, the pillager, just freaks me out every time. More pink. Hold up. I don't have anywhere near a stack of, stuff, though. Unfortunate. It's really, I just need to hang out down here, and eventually another creeper or something will spawn. That's all you have to do. Hopefully I have enough magma blocks here. Get a cactus over here. I don't have any sand on me, though.
FIRESTARW says that. FIRESTARW says poop me. Red B says I'm dead. Red B says oh Greg. FIRESTARW says oh no.
Is that a lore
Callum
reference?
Says he.
Okay, I see how the test is gonna operate. Yeah, so I'm gonna make it so that this isn't like an easy bypass.
Red B says LMAO what? FIRESTARW says what? Red B says who? Red B says put a zombie piglin. Red B says with her head. FIRESTARW says LMAO. Calming says me. FIRESTARW says I know the piglin was me. Red B says okay.
Okay. Ow.
Red B says weird flex.
So we need a lot more magma blocks.
FIRESTARW says does he need a home? Calming says Red B sacrifice yourself for the good of mankind.
Alright, so let's get more
Red B
magma.
says what? FIRESTARW says Underground Phantom. Calming says subject yourself to the elements.
This one into
Esoptron
this.
says may at daytime. Esoptron says may. Calming says and withstand the test of the contraption. Redby says I'm not fast enough to run to my bed when you are online. Esoptron says tie.
Okay. I guess that should be a magma block too, right? Because it does side damage as well. Is this good enough? I guess this is far away enough you can just put the cactus though, right? But then you can't get through. Maybe that's the point? I don't know. Where do I put the cactuses? If I put a cactus here, you can't get through this section at all. You can only get through from this way. I want to make it so you can still freely, like, walk back and forth. Even though there's no reason to. No reason to walk freely, but you just can. Because the cactus could go here then instead.
FIRESTARW says hope skeletons can't get double jump boots.
I feel like changing these out isn't even worth it. It's just for aesthetics. Alright, there we go. So you just gotta put damaging blocks everywhere an enemy can be. I want this consistent look. There we go. Not what I meant to do. Yeah, I could do berry bushes. Wait, do berry bushes just go everywhere? Don't they only go on dirt? The berry bushes are actually probably pretty good. Aren't they? Like, if you just have a too thick thing of berry bushes. I over-engineer this. I didn't really think about it. Like, most players are gonna have boots. That's a really good, like, mobs only take damage solution. Oh well, I guess I can throw some dirt in here. These don't work. You're telling me these don't grow on this stuff? You kidding me? There we go. Will they grow next to the cactus, though? They will. Uh-oh. Okay, it almost burned me. That kind of works. Just random dirt. One here. Alright. It's enough defense. I'm sure I did all this and there's probably still just gonna be a random creeper. Randomly, when you just walk down here. That's my guess. Okay. So let's at least get this area set up for a piston door. I will probably build the piston door next time, since it's already like 9 o'clock. If I want to play Genshin 2, it's about time to switch. even then. Like, if I switch now, I only play for like 2 hours. But I would like to do that. What I could do, I don't know. Like, maybe break this block and then make it... Like, this block here, this block connects to a button. Please roll for the anime women. Okay, just give me $5 to put in the game. Easy. Yeah, I might have to design a piston door off stream, or just look at YouTube videos. I want to make it like a size 3 piston door. I think I want it to be a 2x3. So basically this part will also move, along with these 2 empty blocks. We'll see. Gotta get a mechanism set up, though. And I guess this minecart thing is probably just staying as is. I wanted it to make it more complex, but... there's not enough room to put 2 minecart rails. Okay, easy. I mean, this whole area is just going to be for aesthetics after a certain point. I guess I can keep just trying to strip mine one of these directions, but that may or may not work. So what's the normal way for powering redstone rail? Alright, I don't know. This entire section of music's dominated by one artist. It's Monopoly. No more pretzel rocks just because of the one artist saturation. Yeah, that's what I like to do. Just put a redstone torch under them so it powers the block. It's all wood. Redstone block under the rail? Oh, directly under the rail? I guess that's the easiest way, huh? I don't know if I consider that normal, though. I feel like most people would just put redstone... They either put levers or redstone torches right next to them. What am I doing? Let's say it. Put stuff away. Get ready for next time. Okay, so I have an extra bucket on me that can go in one of these. The bone meal can get put up, but I'm a little too lazy. Wait, why is there a skeleton randomly wandering then? He's just vibing somewhere. Okay. Well, let's get some more pink. I'll see if I can get a diamond from Redby and then I'll call it for this game. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do another double game sesh tomorrow. We'll see what I wind up doing. But it's nice the house finally has some drip. We got a little workshop area, smelting area. So I should put a carpet down here. I gotta figure out what to do with all this. Maybe put a carpet down the center? You get to use your +1s. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm about to have to delete the VOD again.
Redby says him again. FIRESTARW.
Alright, what are they gonna do? Shears. Well, speaking of that, I didn't want to mention it, but partially just out of curiosity and partially just to archive everything, because Twitch will randomly delete VODs. I need to get the cut of the VOD up. You export for YouTube. I'm sorry. Just for consistency. It's okay. It'll be the surprise VOD that just puts you on the map. So I only got 10 wool from that. Should probably wait. I don't know, it's kind of surprising. I look at the stats on that channel. There's people randomly watching old VODs of Banjo-Tooie. It's like, okay.
Redby says I put a screenshot in hash Minecraft. Calming says pug.
Oh, don't escape.
FIRESTARW says good cause it's not lasting.
Oh, I don't have enough wool? Are you kidding me? Let's see if I can get just enough for another stack. The slime boots on. Gotta repair my slime drip. More pink. But he instantly ate more. Okay. Easy. It's about to be night, though. Free gunpowder. I should probably take a little bit of that. Alright, we bought one. Someone needs to claim the donkey and the llama. Wait, did he already fall down? He did.
FIRESTARW says did it already die?
Oh, we got lights. Alright, that's pretty sick. And that slime block recreation is actually really good. It makes me want like a squishy slime Minecraft thing. Not like a plush, but I guess like a stress ball type thing.
Redby says yeah. FIRESTARW says frick.
Alright. So at this point, it almost might as well just, Just this game's addicting. It's like, nah, just more Minecraft. I could play a different game, but no. It's okay. We got one free diamond. Now I have 67. The peak of the game.
FIRESTARW says BB. Redby says B. Calming says B. Wormbob says B.
What happened to Aesop? Dude, Aesop was in the server today and I didn't see him. He's overpowered. You can't see him. 78 mods. Is that how many mods I have? Alright, let's see if there's a screenshot I can take a picture of. Yeah, screenshot I can take a picture of. That's how you share screenshots with people, right? Oh, he got chompied. I see. Let me show the picture and then I will get Genshin on.